It's an important question, and we are doing everything and will continue to do absolutely everything we can to avert industrial action in the National Health Service. To date, we are the only part of the UK that has averted industrial action. That has not been easy. The pay offer that has been made to NHS staff and accepted by a number of trade unions, and trade unions, I think, representing probably the majority, if not the majority, then almost the majority of health service workers, is significantly better than the pay offer on the table elsewhere in the UK, 7.5% on average compared to 4.5% in other parts of the UK. So it's important to recognise the efforts that have already been made, meaning that we've not seen the industrial action that other parts of the UK has. As you said, though, the RCN and the GMB, in particular some smaller unions as well, have not accepted that or did not vote to accept that. So discussions are ongoing. We were very clear, we maximised within the resources we have this year what we were able to offer in the way of pay increases this year, but we continue to have discussions to see what we can do to avert industrial action, which is in nobody's interest. I have had discussions over the festive period to that end. The Health Secretary has had discussions. We will have more discussions over the course of this week. Our health service staff and our social care staff deserve the highest possible increase that we can give them. And that's what we are seeking to do. But we have finite resources, and we've rehearsed the reasons for that many times. So I won't go into that today. We have finite resources, and that is something I cannot change standing here. But what I can absolutely give an assurance of is that we will continue to do everything we can to avert industrial action by making sure that we are rewarding our healthcare staff to the fullest possible extent.
And this is by far the most challenging time. But I think the First Minister is absolutely correct that if somehow Scotland was unique as the only part of the United Kingdom facing these challenges, facing these pressures, and other health services right across the United Kingdom or indeed, frankly, across Europe and across the world were somehow performing much better in dealing with these challenges without any problems whatsoever, then of course I think your question would be fairly legitimate, but they're not. Of course, even with these pressures, Scotland still continues to have the best performing A&E departments, for example, than anywhere else in the rest of the UK. So I'll keep doing that job. I'm working relentlessly, leaving no stone unturned to make sure I'm providing as much support as I possibly can to the health service, whether that's helping the workforce. And again, I would just mention the point that so far, of course, before the festive period, where other parts of the United Kingdom were dealing with force, with trade unions, and trying to support the NHS. So I'll continue to do that every waking moment that I possibly can.